Hello there, I hope you're doing well today. Welcome to Speak Real English, where we focus on helping learners from around the world speak confidently and naturally. Today, I received a wonderful question from one of our amazing community members, Penelope. She asked something I know many of you have wondered about too. Penelope wants to know how to approach writing for her English test. It's a fantastic question, and I'm really glad she brought it up because writing can feel intimidating when you're trying to express your thoughts in a new language. So let's dive into it together. Penelope, first off, thank you for your question. It's always important to remember that your English test is being given by your own teacher, so it's absolutely essential that you know what your teacher is specifically asking for. Make sure you understand the instructions for your assignment clearly. If anything is unclear, it's a good idea to ask your teacher to clarify. That's the first step to success in any task, understanding what's expected. Now, when we talk about writing in English as a second language, there are a few key strategies that can make a big difference. First and foremost, follow the instructions carefully. If the task asks you to write a letter, don't write an essay. If it asks for a short story, don't write a report. Matching the format to the assignment is crucial. The next important tip is to keep your language simple and clear. You don't need to impress anyone with complex words you've just learned from a dictionary. In fact, using unfamiliar vocabulary can often lead to mistakes or confusion. Instead, use words you already feel comfortable using. Clear, simple language that's used correctly will always be more effective than fancy words used awkwardly. When it comes to grammar and sentence structure, aim for clarity. Try not to write very long, complicated sentences, especially if you're not confident in how to structure them. It's better to write shorter sentences that are grammatically correct than to write one big sentence that ends up being confusing. That doesn't mean every sentence should be exactly the same length, though. Try to mix it up a little. Some sentences can be shorter, while others can be a bit longer. This variation creates a nice rhythm in your writing and helps it flow naturally. And don't forget to use linking words like first, then, next, or however, to guide your reader through your ideas. These transition words help create a sense of structure and organization. Speaking of structure, let's talk about organizing your ideas. A well-organized piece of writing is easier to read and makes a better impression. Make sure to break your text into paragraphs. Each new idea or topic should start in a new paragraph. Think of each paragraph as a building block in your overall message. You want your teacher to follow your thinking easily, from your introduction to your main points and finally to your conclusion. Clarity and organization go hand in hand. Another useful piece of advice is to take a moment before you start writing to plan out what you want to say. You don't have to create a detailed outline, but just jot down a few main ideas and the order in which you want to present them. This will help you stay focused and avoid repeating yourself or going off topic. Once you've written your first draft, try to leave a few minutes to go back and read it again. Check for spelling or grammar mistakes. Look at the punctuation and make sure everything flows logically. Even small corrections can improve the overall quality of your writing. One thing that many learners forget is that writing is not only about grammar and vocabulary. It's about expressing your thoughts, your feelings, and your ideas in a clear and respectful way. So, don't be afraid to show your personality in your writing. If it's appropriate for the assignment, include a little personal touch. It could be your opinion, an example from your life, or simply your own style of expression. Just be sure that it fits the tone of the task. Now, I also want to share something important about confidence. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. What matters is your effort and your progress. Every time you write, you're getting better. Believe in your ability to grow. Trust your voice and express yourself as clearly and naturally as you can. Writing in English, just like speaking, is a skill that improves with practice. The more you do it, the easier it will feel. And remember, you're not alone. Every learner goes through the same process, and every mistake you make helps you move forward. If you're enjoying this kind of guidance and you want more structured help with your English fluency, I'd love for you to check out the Speak Real English way of learning. You can visit the Mr. English Teacher YouTube channel, where we share more tips, lessons, and real examples to help you become a more confident English speaker. And if you want to take things to the next level, we also offer a free ebook that can help you practice and improve your English step by step. It's a great way to start building your skills in a more focused way, especially if you're preparing for tests or interviews. Thanks so much for being here today. Thank you again, Penelope, for your thoughtful question. I hope today's lesson helped give you a better understanding of how to write for your English test with clarity and confidence. Remember to keep things simple, stay organized, and express yourself as best as you can. I'm really proud of you for continuing your learning journey. Keep going, and I'll see you again soon with more ways to help you speak and write English like a natural. Take care and happy learning.